So we have the Dolphin, Dolphin Key Machine X5. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, so we just cut. Let me flip this around. Oh, you know, it'd be something else. So I'll walk you through it. Liz, you can film while I walk through this. Yes, and you can narrate and talk, and or you can talk and tell me if anyone's.
Hold on, it's doing the blurry thing.
Ugh. I think it's because the lighting, and it needs to see a color difference. So don't do that because that never helps. So let it get. Is it focusing?
Nope.
Okay, well maybe do it the other way then. Flip the front facing camera and turn around. She needs a little help learning how to do the camera. So she'll have to do this. Yeah. All right, so you use an app on your phone with this thing, and it's actually battery powered. So this thing's not plugged in. It's got an internal battery that charges. You can leave it plugged in. We just cut 2 keys, and we're at 70% now. And the app kind of gives you a little, and it's backwards because we're facing it that way. Maybe it might be forward though on
I don't know
on streaming. So, anyways, so for this particular one, we're doing it's a circle plus. This next one we're doing is a. Let me grab it real quick. I'm not going to show you the key bitting, but I guess I could because you don't know where this customer is. But this is a circle plus GMC key. It's just a Silverado. So I don't remember what year this truck is. It's sitting like right over there, and we'll go program it here in a minute too. We'll just probably stay live for this whole thing. So we'll go on the app. We'll go vehicle database, and we're going to go down to Chevy. I know it's a GMC, but it's the same thing. We're going to scroll down to probably either Silverado or CK pickup. Just depends upon. See, there's pickup, CK. Okay, this is technically a Silverado because it's like a new body style for I don't know. It's like an 05, 06, something like that. This is definitely like a B111 cut, a 10 cut. So we'll cut that, and that seems to be the right profile. So it says M1 clamp tip aligned to the fifth position. Type recommended, use a 1.5 millimeter to cut. So there's a probe. It's good. And then there's a cut bit. Now we are using the 1.5 millimeter. Right, so let's back out that way. You can kind of get yourself in the frame too if you want to hold it out that way. Do it. So basically, there's 2. So we're cleaning this off because we cut some and there's stuff everywhere. So the clamp has a cutout in it. So basically we slide it in until it's snug. Use the provided T-handle. I say provided because it came with it. And then just give it a little snug up. In the instructions, which I didn't read, there's probably like a torque spec or something. Just kind of clean the base area off. I don't need any of these chips getting in the way of the little extruder base kind of moving around. It says take the key. So we're duplicating because they gave us this key and said, I want 2 more of these. So we're taking this key, which we actually haven't even gotten any keys out yet for this. So it says to move it to the 5th position. So we got to this clamp like twists, and it squeezes these little legs together. It says to put it in the 5th position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is about the total full hilt of the key, to be honest. So we're just going to do that. We're going to be making sure we push down so it stays flat. Pushing down right here because there's a little. Only read the instructions when something goes wrong. Can you cut based on picture on this machine? Yes, diagnostic enthusiast, you can. I mean, we could almost do that, I guess.
It is a super cool function.
It is really cool. So we're going to
do it in 2 keys. We can do one this way and one the other way.
I mean, we were just going to decode one way. I guess we could decode this way and cut it and take a picture of the decode, and then we'll use the app with the picture and take a picture. So we'll do that. Yeah, we'll just do that live. So I got to get a blank out because I don't even know if I have any blanks. This is Circle Plus GM key, so I think I have. I would assume I have some Circle Plus ones laying around. I don't carry many GM keys because I don't do a lot of them. So
we're having lots of fun in the van today.
That's a PK3. That's a Circle Plus. So it'd probably B111s. Is that what they are? Yeah, B111 PTs. That's the OCO number. And these are Circle Pluses. So actually, before we start,
there's another question. Hold on, there's another question.
Yeah.
From Diagnostic Enthusiast says, can you cut based on bit info?
Yes, you can manually type in bidding also. I'll show you in a second. I actually got to grab the other Xhorse tool I got, the VVDI key tool. This is like a big freaking Xhorse commercial. They just make like good key products for like a really, really decent price, because I've got not very much money in all this, investment wise. If I can get this dang thing to turn on. So I've dropped this a bunch of times now, and ever since I've dropped it this last time.
Hi, Esneata.
Makes a noise.
Not a sponsor, in quotes.
Yeah, Xhorse, not a sponsor. Okay, I dropped this key tool earlier. Well, no, we had it on just a minute ago, didn't we?
Yeah, I was using it.
Maybe the battery's dead. Good thing this isn't an Xhorse commercial, because they're having a problem. Anyways, we'll get it to turn on if we can get it to stay on. Xhorse, please become a sponsor, because I think I dropped this thing one too many times. I can't get it to turn on now. Is it going to turn on?
Please, everyone cross your fingers.
Everybody cross your fingers as we try to get this thing to turn on.
The saved R button numerous times. Having the ability to test all kinds of things.
Okay, I'm actually a little frustrated with this because it's literally not working now. Wonder if this internal battery is taking a dump or something. So.
We do not. Hey, we don't own the rights to that.
Oh, we don't own the rights to that. Yeah, so I'm gonna take the battery out just to reset it. Hope that fixes it. So before I waste a key and cut one, what I do is I read the key and make sure that the one I'm going to cut has the same chip inside. So yeah, Circle Plus is just Circle Plus, and there shouldn't be any difference. So hopefully a battery cycle, yeah, it looks like a battery cycle worked. I pulled the battery out, put the battery back in, that worked. I actually never pulled the battery out of that. So we open it up and it says automatic detection for cloning a transponder. I'm just going to press yes, put transponder in coil. So it's an ID46 high tag 2. Now what I will say is this little plastic insert that I've got that holds, if you look real close, holds both styles of transponders, has a cutout for chips. A buddy, Joey Fitzpatrick, made those on his 3D printer and sent them to me. So Joey, if you sell these or something, put a link in the description and I'll approve it, and then they can contact you to buy them. But if not, this is how it comes, and you just got to hold it in there, and if you're calculating a key to clone a chip or something, you've got to hold the chip in there the whole entire time. But Joey made this cool little insert that fits in there and holds chips, both the glass type and the actual like plastic chip. So this was a ID46 high tag 2. So we're going to rip open one of these Circle Plus keys and make sure it reads the same ID46 high tag 2 type key, or a 7936 type. Just depends upon what nomenclature you're using. So it does. It reads the ID46 high tag 2 7936 key. So these will work. So we're going to turn that off and put that away because we're done with that. All right. So you have two options for you have a couple options for decoding. You can manually look at it and decode the bits if you're a ninja master with keys. I am not. So put that in there, like the instructions said. M1 clamp, 5 position, press OK. We're going to go decode key. Now here we can click learn via photo if we want to take a picture of it, but first we're going to let it decode this way. So we basically just, if you look at the key machine, here,
You get it?
yeah, if you look at the key machine, it's self-calibrated the probe, and now it's going bit by bit and checking the bitting code. Let me see if it'll focus now. The glare is crazy on this pop socket.
Decode success.
So the phone says decode success, click OK, and it shows the bitting, which will not focus. Any keys the machine can't cut that I'm aware of, no, but that just means I haven't found them yet. All right, so we'll switch this back around, see if the whoa orientation there. So there's the bitting. Hopefully everyone can remember this bitting. It is 134-233-5542. So here, hold down, babe. We're gonna take a screenshot of that. because it's 1342335542. So that was decoded by putting it in the machine and decoding it. So now what we'll do is we'll go decode key, we'll click that, take the key out, we'll click down here at the bottom, there's a, which you can't see because it won't focus in the glare and the white balance, it says learn key photo. Click continue. Opens up an app and says take a picture of the key. So normally I set it on a surface that makes it easy to do that. So I took a picture, and then what I do is I basically expand the picture and move the key around.
I hope you guys can see this. I am over his shoulder.
And you gotta like find the bidding position because this is a 10 cut. I'm moving the key around to find out, to make sure. All right, so we'll see if that lines up correctly with the bidding cut. I think it does, so we'll click next. And then I just basically move the bidding with these arrows here. So that looks like that's correct, and we'll go to next bidding position, click it until it goes to the next one. It's like, based on this side, that looks good. Okay. I think I got my bidding position. I'll click succeed and we'll see. So 13423355. I come up with 32, and if I remember right, it was 42. So let me go positions 42. All right, and you can click 3D display, and if it's not the file in the software, yeah, it says it doesn't support. So 1342335542, which I think is what we came up with. So I'm going to go to my gallery. 1342335542. Yep. So by picture we decoded the same thing. So by picture we decoded the same thing that we decoded by letting the machine decode it. So we're going to go with that bidding. I think that's correct. See if you can flop it now and flop the camera view and see if it'll focus now. So now we'll put this key in there.
Oh.
No?
For a second.
Okay. We're gonna have to stop using that phone to stream.
Alright, sorry guys.
Sorry guys. That phone has a good camera, but it keeps autofocusing. There's a setting I gotta fix or something. It's a Galaxy S10, so if anyone knows what's wrong with that, please let me know. So now that we've got the bidding 1342335542, what we'll do is we'll go cutting key down here, and it says okay, clamp M1 clamp to position 5. So we're going to do that. Pushing down. So we're pushing down on the key while we're tightening the clamp. All right. And then what I always do is I do finish machining slow. That's one of the options. And that way it cuts slow. So we've got it lined up right. It's going to cut a distance of 3.10 millimeters. That's recommended for default value. So we're not going to change the depth of the cut. This is a complete side cut. So we'll go continue. Now, it's going to give me a percentage bar on here, but we can watch this thing and cut it now. So I have not, let me flip the phone. I have never cut with this before. Never cut this type of key with it. So it's cutting one step at a time. Answer. Joe's question says, how much is this? Got it from MTTI from Mobile Tech, which you can contact Isaac Rodiesel or David Friend to get them. They're out of North Carolina. They're dealers for Xhorse. And then the VVDI key tool also cost me about $250. So those two things I use all the time. So let me flip this back around. The noise alone makes it sound expensive, right? Oh my God, this thing won't autofocus now. It was autofocusing just fine a minute ago. I don't know what to do about this. right, we're not streaming on this phone anymore.
No. We'll use mine if we have to.
So, it cut it. Looks like it's correct. So before we cut another one, we're going to go out to the car and make sure that so the app says key cutting success. So we'll click OK. We're going to leave this phone here because it's already got the cut code decoded. We're going to go ahead and go try this one key in the car. We're going to take the other key that works for the vehicle with us, and we're going to just do add a key with a GM. So I got the keys to the van in my pocket. No, I don't. Give them to you.
They're in the...
In the ignition?
Yep.
I'll show you. Okay. Do not get the, don't get the license plate of that car.
I won't. Sorry, guys. You're going to stare at my feet while we walk.
Because this is a customer of our customer's house. So, and we just showed them the bidding on this key.
Right.
So let's not show the VIN number or the key.
Peekaboo. He says, hey, everyone.
So, we would probably want to check it in the door first, actually. That's what I normally do. I don't know what I'm thinking.
That was my foot.
Sorry. Oh yeah, smooth like butter. Now we go. Insert the first key. On Chevys, this is how you add a key. On Chevys, this is how you add a key if you already have a program going. Cycle the key on. Wait for the theft light to go out, which is right there on the dash, which just went out. Turn the programmed key off. Add the unprogrammed key in. Cycle the key on. Wait for the theft light to go out. And that key is added in. So we'll cycle the key off. Wait a second. Make sure it starts.
Success.
Make sure the theft light goes off and it stays running. Because, you know, I don't know, Chevy. It shouldn't start if the theft light's on. But so we added a key, cut and added a key. We got to do that one more time and then we're done.
All right, here we go again, walking.
Back to the van. So on the Honda keys we cut first, it required purchasing a PIN number from NASTIF. We didn't document that because I don't know how much of that process I should show. I don't know what could be extrapolated from all that, because when I'm doing a NASTIF, I had to put in a picture of the driver's license of the person. I had to get their signature. I had to fill out a D1 form online, so I didn't show that. But we are going to go ahead and cut another key. But the Honda is done. It's a 05 Pilot. So then we'll go ahead and clean this base off. Make sure there's no more. We don't want any filings of a key to be in the way of successfully cutting this well. It came with a cool brush that says Condor also, because this is the Xhorse Condor Dolphin. They have the Condor XC Mini, all the other ones. Anyway, so we put another key in, following instructions to position 5, which we did. And then we'll click key cutting. It says align M1 clamp to position 5, which we already did, and click continue. And it should just cut our second key for us. Anything. I don't know if it's lighting or what it is. Alright. Just switch it like this. Oh! Danger, Will Robinson. Cancel. There's an emergency cancel button. There we go. So we messed up our first key. Something happened. It tilted. So it may not have cut deep enough to hold it. So here you go. Hold that and face it towards me. This is probably a reason for getting it tight in the clamp and making sure it's pushed down. We're going to go ahead and try again and just see. It may not work. We may have to recut another key. We may have just ruined this key blank. So it doesn't appear to be like that anymore. Go key cutting. I'm just going to start the process over again at 1%. And hopefully, so we're going to let it recalibrate. Key blade width has too big a difference. Normal width 825, current width 771. Continue anyways.
because we already cut it.
We're gonna click yes. It's probably just checked the thing at the beginning. It's probably just checked the thing at the beginning. Let's just try it. Let's just click yes and see if it. I don't know. Probably should start with a new blank, to be honest. But I went ahead and told it, do your thing. This might have been a bad choice. We'll find out very soon. Just in case. So it says it's done. So let's visually take a look at this in comparison to the other key. It says key cutting success. Succeeded. It's a terrible translation thing. Huh? So, I mean, that looks even both sides. You want to hold that while I double check this versus the other key. I'm just holding them up key to key and looking, and man, these look dead on to me. I know you got, I don't know if I could ever get the right angle for the camera, but they look dead on to me. So let's go take this original key and this new one we just cut that could be foobarred and go at it as well. So. So we'll make sure it fits in the door. Seems to actuate the door just fine. Go ahead and put the already programmed key in. We could use the other one we made too, but this is the one that's possibly messed up. Theft light went out, let's put that key in. It turns the lock cylinder beautifully. Program. Vehicle starts with that key. Another thing I do is I flip the key over and make sure that both bitting sides turn it really well. And then we'll try the other new key we made. And that's perfect. All right. So we're all done. We're gonna jump out of this thing. We're gonna lock this thing up.
Away we go.
I gotta manually lock it.
Who gets the commission? I never get commissioned. Even if I'm the tech. Ever. I don't get paid. Not a penny.
Whatever.
Alright, let me get it.
I have to do a house tour, and you can talk about what you get paid.
Oh. Get paid in house.
So we're done. We're gonna clean up, write up an invoice, build a customer, that kind of stuff. So we've made a huge mess. We just cut 4 keys. What percentage is the battery life at? We'll go home. 63%. So it took about 10% to cut 4 keys. They say it's great for a tech that cuts 5 keys a day on a single battery charge. It looks to me like we could probably do 10 or 12.
Thank you, SNA. They have my back.
Corey's always got your back. Yeah, we're done. We're gonna go now.
Thanks, guys. Till next time.